Yo, I'm gonna let y'all come through here real quick. Let y'all get in here real quick, man. Let y'all get in here real quick. Yeah, go ahead, come through. Yeah, we got some stuff to talk about, man. We really do. We really do. We really do. Yeah, we got some stuff to talk about, y'all. Run, pass, punt. What's good, sauce? Man, Texans lose 21-19. I know a lot of y'all probably mad at the defense for the last three drives. Um, I'm not gonna fault them really because like even though they did even though they did fell apart, even though they did fall apart at the end of the game, man. Hey, it's the offense fault, man. The offense only mustered up 19 points. Like four field goals throughout the whole first three, like basically the whole game outside the last drive. And the defense afforded the offense opportunities. Got two fumbles on back-to-back drives. One was in their territory, and they still weren't able. They weren't able to cash in. They got two fumble recoveries. Was only able to muster up 3 points. 3 points off of turnovers, man. 3 points off of turnovers. Shout out to that boy Chris for the super chat love. What's up, Spitz? Texas Nation. How about? Did they win? I don't even know. I don't even know what happened with them. All I know, I did hear that the AR left the game. Did AR come back? I don't know what happened. Really, in no other game. I just seen the Wichita was getting blown out. The Panthers were getting blown out. That's the only thing I seen outside the Texans. Oh, and obviously the Bills went in the bed early against Jacksonville before all the games. Yeah, they won, so the Colts did win. Oh, wow, cool beans. Cool beans. Hey, make sure you're hitting that like button. I see 78 people here, but only 19 likes. Hey, man. Hey, man. Say, man. Hey, man. Come on, man. That means 60 of y'all ain't like the stream. Make sure y'all like. Come on, man. It's 60 of y'all. It's 60 of y'all in here that ain't liked it. Make sure you're hitting that like button, man. Definitely appreciate that. Like you know, we on the way to the 6K subscribers. So make sure if you ain't subscribed, hit that subscribe button as well. You know what I'm saying? Hit the subscribe button as well. Hit the subscribe button. Hit the like button. Make sure you hit the like button. Get this likes up. Like I said. Also, don't mind. Don't mind. You want to make me a little bit happier today. You know what I'm saying? You can hit the super chat if you so choose. But hey. As I say that, shout out to HT Jason. I put this on the offense today. Wise is getting Wise getting all the slanders. Now Wise getting the slanders. shout Hey, shout out to HT Jason for the super chat. And shout out to boy Chris once again for the super chat. How the Texans this easy win? How the Texans lose this easy win? Didn't see the game. The offense. I'm about to get into that. The offense. Just the offense. I don't want to say didn't show up, but they wasn't what was advertised for the previous weeks. I don't know. Maybe they were reading too much into the hype. Maybe they're reading too much into the hype. And the thing was, CJ wasn't bad. Like CJ wasn't bad. I know his completion numbers wasn't the way it was, but he had to throw out. He had to throw the football away a lot. Receivers was dropping passes. He had to throw the football away a lot. Now he did. I ain't gonna lie. He had a couple of near misses that should have been picks. Like he had a couple passes that should have been interceptions. I know we talked about this before on stream that he don't really have that. He had that today. Today was the closest time to him to actually throw an interception because he almost threw two of them that I can vividly remember. He almost threw two of them that I can vividly remember. But like so on that standpoint, it wasn't his best day when it comes to that. It wasn't his best day when it comes to that. Hey, shout out to Black Eighth Element. Shout out to him for super chat. Should have won, but it's not a meltdown worthy live. Yeah, it is something to live and learn, but the reason why is because the game, because it was missed opportunities, bro. Shout out to you for the super chat. Definitely super chat. Appreciate super chat. Definitely shout out to you. But the reason why it is worthy to get all this is because offensively they didn't show up and the defense showed up. The defense held them to 7 points for the majority of the game. They got that touchdown early, and then after that, the defense handled their business. Got forced two fumbles on back-to-back drives, and you weren't able to cash in. And I've been saying this. I know everybody was ready to crown Bobby Slowick, and he getting job interview, potentially could be a head coach. I forgot who it was. I think it was the Chicago Bears or something like that. Had put them on their list of put them on the list of guys who are potential interviews. I know I seen something like that he could potentially be on some interview lists. I might pump the brakes on that. Yeah, he had a good last quarter against the Colts, and the last two games were good, but I want to see more consistency. And today, the play calling wasn't horrible, but it still wasn't where it needs to be, especially if you want to be an elite play caller in this league and you want to be a head coach. Because again, twice, I keep saying this before, twice, you got two fumbles. No shots took it. No shots took it. None whatsoever. Now, once again, this is the third consecutive game that we got the ball right before halftime. We were able to cash in and put some points on the board. Only field goals. And I think this time we actually did try to take a shot into the end zone. After the penalty, when they tried to make sure we didn't get up to spike the ball, we did take a somewhat of a shot, but the ball got batted down at the line of scrimmage. So I do like the fact that they took a shot there, but both times when you get the fumble, after you get a turnover, you're supposed to try to cash that in with a big play. Catch the defense, because the defense, they mad because they get, man, we got to go back on the field because they didn't turn the football over. Especially on the second one, they didn't turn the football back again. Man, you catch them slipping. You catch them slipping, bro. You catch them slipping. They had a beat in on the run. They was crashing in on the run. That actually was good. To be honest, that was good, because you know why it was good? Because go ahead and do a play fake. Because obviously they're snuffing out the run. So play fake it right there. Okay, boom. And try to dump something deep. Like, make a play. Like, I know we were talking about Nico. Nico had one good play early on in the game. We had to catch him and broke some tackles. He was never really given the opportunity to do it again. Like, he was never really given the opportunity to do it again. Mechie made some decent catches. Tank, that catch that Tank had that he got shut up on when he called it off that was a phenomenal catch. That was a phenomenal catch by Tank. That was a phenomenal, beautiful catch by Tank. But the offense, you gotta cash those chips in, man. Man, you kicked 4 field goals when really you should only kick 2 of those. Honestly, you should only kick 2 of those. 2 of those should have been touchdowns. If one of them was a touchdown, that's the difference of the game. That's the difference of the game. Now, again, when it was time to step up, we seen what we wanted to see out of CJ. That last drive was good. That was encouraging. But we could pick that up later on in the week. More victories. We could pick that up later on in the week. We could say that for later on in the week. More victories. We could say that for later on in the week, because it's not about that right now. We know it's not about that. It's not about having more victories right now. Because right now, we're talking about what happened. And what happened was the defense gave the offense plenty of opportunities, holding this team down to 7 points for the majority of the game. Now, again, they did fall short. I mean, they did start faltering down the end with the drive. The drive that scored a touchdown on, the drive they got the field goal on, and then the last field goal of the game. So they did fall short towards the end of the game on the last 3 drives. They did fall short. And I see more people that jumped in. 120 by a matter of fact. 120, but I only see 55 likes, man. Make sure y'all hitting that like button, bro. Like, come on now. Make sure y'all hitting that like button. Come on now. Do your boy a favor. It's almost 100 y'all that ain't hitting the like button. Make sure you're hitting that like button, bro. I definitely appreciate the love, man. Definitely appreciate that. But like I was saying though, man, it is frustrating. It really is. It was really frustrating for you to get those many opportunities and not able to cash it in, and your defense doing their job. The defense doing a job, but the defense is not fully resolved either, because again, the defense, you gotta know when to hold them and when to fold them. Your rookie quarterback just came in, got a potential game winning drive. You gotta hold on. I don't know what D'Amico Ryans was calling that soft ass coverage, allowing, like, you just letting them walk down the field. It'd be different if they needed a touchdown. Like, if they would need a touchdown to tie or win the game, by all means, I have no problem with what you was doing. They just need to get in the field goal range. All they need to, was you that confident that Willie Anderson was going to be able to block a field goal like he did against Jacksonville? Because you basically afforded them and allowed them to get the field goal. You gave them enough room to get the field goal. You basically allowed them to get the field goal, bro. You gotta chill out. You really gotta chill out. You basically allowed them to walk down there and get that field goal, man. You did. You definitely did. Like, playing that soft ass coverage, man. Stop that. Stop. Just stop it. Dalton Schultz was signed. We finally had a Dalton Schultz signing. Finally. I know he had a touchdown last week. He finally connected with CJ and got a touchdown with CJ, the only touchdown that the Texans were able to get today. But again, like I said, well, back on the defense, like I said, you got to hold up. You got to know when to hold them, when to fold them. And right then and there was when you had to hold them. Right then and there is when you had to and you needed to hold them and you didn't. You didn't hold them. You didn't hold them and you let them walk down the field. But again, good job getting the turnovers. Another thing they got to fix, I don't know if this was a Falcons problem, or if it was a credit more to the Falcons, or this a sign of things to come. All them damn offsides because y'all couldn't tell their cadence. Because Desmond Reed was able to force you, get you offside a lot. I think it was like 5 times throughout the whole game. Like that's undisciplined. D'Amico, that's undisciplined. I know that's something that D'Amico's going to try to get corrected all week. I know he's going to be playing that back. They're going to be playing that film tomorrow. Because you allowed them that, again, you was able to get out of harm's way because it didn't cost, like, because when they were doing it, it didn't cost you because you were able to let up, you were able to get off the field, you were able to make plays, you were able to get turnovers in that first half and early on in the second half. It didn't really affect you on the drives that they ended up scoring late. But there is things that you need to correct. Because, again, that's a situation that you don't want to be in going forward. You don't want to be in that exact situation going forward. So, again, that is some things that they definitely need to correct. They definitely got to correct that. And also, they were able to get pressure. CJ was moving a lot. That's part of the reason why he wasn't as accurate was complete, because he was throwing the ball away. He was getting out. And this supposed to be the best. This supposed to have been, as we've seen so far, our star offensive line, because you got Tunsil and you had Tyus Howard. Like I said before the live stream, like I said, the live stream, the South Sports live stream earlier before the game, the pregame, that I don't want to hit nothing out that left side. Like Tunsil and Titus, like y'all been y'all got paid this offseason. Y'all been hurt when we really needed y'all. Y'all couldn't play against T.J. White and Hockenson, huh? I mean Highsmith. I mean you couldn't play against them. You was able to play today, and you really didn't. It didn't seem like my quarterback was more protected. I think he had better protection the last 2 weeks than he did today. Honestly, if you want to be honest. Now, CJ did break the record for the most pass attempts by a rookie without throwing an interception. I think it's probably like 180 now. And he's gone 5 games. He's gone 5 games in his career without throwing an interception. Good for him, but you didn't get the victory. So I really don't care at this point in time, honestly. I don't care about stats that make you feel, oh, well, you know, he's still on pace for 5,000 yards. And, oh, he's 5 games and hasn't thrown an interception. I don't care about that right now, because you lost. You lost the game that you should have won, honestly. And you lost the game because your offense didn't show up for all of the game. Your offense showed up for one damn drive, the last drive of the game. That's the one time your offense really showed up. Maybe a play here, there, the Tank Dell play or the play by Nico. Outside that, your offense ain't show up. It didn't show up, bro. It didn't. It didn't. And that's who this game belongs to. It belongs in the offense. What we've been raving about for the past 3 weeks. Am I missing something? Am I missing something? Because that's what we've been raving about for the past 3 weeks. Was the offense. Nico Collins. Oh, they got Nico Collins over there. Oh, they got Tank Dell over there. Oh, they got this. CJ ain't been sacked all in the last couple weeks. CJ Stroud is head and shoulders about to be win Rookie of the Year. CJ Stroud on pace to throw for 5,000 yards. And again, this is not an indictment on CJ Stroud, because I still believe that CJ Stroud is our franchise quarterback and he's going to win Rookie of the Year, in my personal opinion. But the thing is, you got to do better in today's game. You got to produce points. Touchdowns. Really? Because you did, technically, you produced points. The person who was the most consistent in today's game was Kyrie Fairbairn. Imagine that. Imagine a game where your most consistent player on the team is Kyrie. Running game is trash and garbage. Yeah, this running game is. I think we just need to face the fact that we just need to face the fact that we are a team that is a pass first team to set up the run. Because we cannot set the pass up. We cannot use the run to set up the pass. That's not what we can do. That's not what we can do. This zone scheme doesn't fit Dameon Pierce. He doesn't find the holes. He doesn't find the holes in the cutback lanes quick enough. It doesn't fit him. It doesn't fit him. It's not for him. Maybe some people. Maybe Bijan did look good today. Outside the fumble. And I said that this was going to be the start of us facing upper echelon skill positions. Like I said, the Falcons today, next week against the Saints. Then after our bye week, we play the Panthers. But after the Panthers, we play the Bengals. We already know what their receiving core looks like. So, like I say, these next couple games have a lot of skill position players that the defense has to be ready for. That's why we can see plays like this. And again, not having Shaq Griffin meant something today, because outside of that one big play, that 30-yard play to Drake London, they was on Steven Nelson, and Steven Nelson got his hand in there. But hey, it was a perfect thrown pass, and it was a good catch by I can't think of his name. From USC, receiving from USC. Drake London. Couldn't think of Drake London's name. That pass out from Drake London. I mean, they catch by Drake London. Outside that, if y'all notice, every other pass and big play that they made outside that one big play was thrown opposite of Steven Nelson. Every third down conversion was thrown on the opposite side of Steve Nelson, where Stingley should be if Stingley was healthy. Hey, we need Stingley to come back. We definitely do. Or Shaq Griffin, if he was healthy, it was on that side. That's the side it was on. They were throwing and making plays on the opposite side. They wasn't making plays outside that one big play to Steven Nelson's side. And like I said before in the live stream earlier today, I pointed to this. I said, hey, like if I'm Desmond Ritter, if I'm the OC over in Atlanta, I'm throwing opposite of Steven Nelson. I'm not targeting Steven Nelson. I'm throwing the opposite side, and that's what they did. That's exactly what they did. That's how they were able to move the football from a majority part of today's game. And shout out to that boy Chris once again with the super chat. Colts running back Zach Moss ran for 165 yards today. JT did absolutely nothing. Damn. Shout out to Chris for the super chat love. Definitely appreciate that. Damn. I mean, Zach Moss is running all over the Texans week 2. Damn, y'all just paid Justin Taylor too. Y'all just paid Justin Taylor either this morning or yesterday. I just paid them. But yeah, hey, shout out to Chris once again for the super chat love. Definitely appreciate that, bro. Definitely appreciate that. Shout out to Chris for super chat love. Now I see more people hopped in here. Now we had 70 people and hit that like button. Make sure you hit that like button, man. Come on, man. Come on. I know y'all upset. Y'all upset just like I'm upset that we ain't get the win. But come on, man. Hit that like button. Y'all, come on, man. Now, yeah, come on now. Come on, man. Yeah, come on, man. Y'all can hit that like button, man. Y'all, come on now. But yeah, like you gotta do better. You have to do better of minimizing the skill position on the opposite side. And like I said, and for the most part, the defense was able to keep the Falcons at bay for the majority of the game. The offense just wasn't able to cash in. It just wasn't able to cash in. So running back is definitely something that we're gonna have to look at. Like I said, I mean, especially looking at I know I've seen the highlights and seeing some of the plays by A-Chain. Like, it'd be nice to have Devin A-Chain, wouldn't it? Like Devin A-Chain, and again, same offensive scheme. It'd be nice to have a player like Devin A-Chain, wouldn't it? It'd be nice to have, like I said, Devin A-Chain, Tajay Spears. I really want Tajay Spears, Deuce Vaughn. Now again, the way the draft worked out, you would have missed out on some of the people that you have. I think the biggest one is Deuce Vaughn. You probably you more likely you wouldn't have Xavier Hutchinson. And since we have yet to utilize Xavier Hutchinson this season, I'm okay with us not having Xavier Hutchinson if we would have had Deuce Vaughn. I'll be okay with not having Xavier Hutchinson. More likely, Devin A-Chain, you probably wouldn't. More likely, Devin A-Chain, you probably wouldn't have Tank. I'd rather have Tank. Honestly, I would rather have Tank because I think you can always find another running back, and I think that the chemistry that Tank and the chemistry that Tank and CJ have, I think it's something that is going to be, you just can't match that, honestly. So we need someone like Deebo Samuels. I mean, yeah, we definitely do. I think today's game also I think kind of pumped the brakes a little bit on people who feel that who are feeling that Nico is a number one receiver. Nico is number one receiver. I pumped the brakes because again, you didn't have anybody that when you needed a play to be made, third down, needed a play to be made in the drive, needed a play to be made in the red zone, needed a play to be made, somebody that you go to. Just somebody you go to and got confidence. You see, they went to Drake London. Drake London is their number one receiver. When it was a play to be made, they went after Drake London. They went to Drake London. And when you have a bona fide number one receiver, when a play needs to be made, they're going to look in that person's direction, and we don't have that. And shout out to boy Chris once again with Super Chat. Despite losing an easy game, how do you feel now coming into the Saints, which are a far better team than the Falcons? If we could put up points, and shout out to Chris for Super Chat love. If we could put up points, I think our chances to fare well because we were able to put up points. I mean, if we were able to put ourselves in position, we just couldn't cash in. Like I said, if 2 of those field goals were cashed into touchdowns, it's a whole different game. It's a whole different game. You're talking about missing on 14 points. Well, not really 14 points, but you get what I'm saying. Like you're talking about what? You're talking about 27. You're talking about having 27 points in today's game. You're talking about having 27 points, and now there's no chance for the Falcons to come back. Type situation. That's what you're looking at. That's what you're looking at. You weren't able to cash in, and the fact of the matter is, that's back to kind of to the point that I was making about you still are looking for a bona fide number one receiver because Nico is not that. Nico's a nice little weapon. He's a guy who can get catches yards after the catch, able to run people over. And yeah, he was able to get 160 some yards, but he wasn't the guy that when you need a play to be made, he makes that play. Because you're not looking in his direction. You can tell by the way the game is being called. They're not calling it like that. And I'm talking about from so if he is a number one receiver, if they view him as number one, if they are viewing him as a number one receiver, both CJ and Bobby Slow are doing a horrible job of trying to get him the football. And I know watching CJ with Marvin Harrison Jr. last year, that he knows how to find his receiver and get his number one receiver the football. It's up to Bobby Slowick. Bobby Slowick is not doing a good job if that's the case, if that's how they view him. I just feel like they probably see the same thing. Like, yeah, he can make plays here and there, can do, but he's not a true ball. Like when everything is rolling and clicking, and we moving, and the offense is moving very fluently, and we moving the ball downfield, and we doing all these different things. Yeah, he can get hyped up and gassed up and get a whole bunch of yards and get touchdowns and make plays and stuff like that. But when the chips is down and we need somebody to make a play, he's not that. He's not that. That's not him. He ain't him. That's not that. And that's what I think it is. Bobby Slowick is not him. Like I said, Bobby Slowick has a lot. Bobby Slowick has a lot to improve on. I don't know why he doesn't call, he really doesn't call big plays downfield. And I think and if I'm not mistaken, I think every time it's a big play, like the play that Tank scored a touchdown on, the play that Nico scored a touchdown on, any big play like a shot like that wasn't called by the offense. Is more so an audible from CJ. CJ read something in the defense, he changed the play. But as far as it being called, just outright being called, it's not being called. They're not taking shots down the field from from an actual play calling standpoint. They're not calling plays to take shots down the field. That's not what we're seeing right now. It's not what we're seeing. It's not what we're seeing. It's not what we're seeing. Um and yeah, and I ain't gonna say today was his worst day of play calling. But I did expect more because of two things. One, because of what we've been seeing for the past couple weeks. We've seen better play calls and better play designs and better packages and things like that. And also now because Tunsil and Howard was out there, you don't have to have Mechie. You don't have to use Mechie as a blocker. You don't have to call max protection. You don't have to use Mechie as an extra blocker or a chip or anything like that. You can have him. You can have him running a route, and you don't have the you can have him running the route, and you're not seeing that right now. Um, you can have him run the route, or you running routes, and that's something that they did early on. They allowed Mitchell to run routes and things like that, and they were able to use him and utilize him and stuff like that. But I thought that we'd be a little bit more wide open from an offense, and we didn't see that. Hey, shout out to Cornmeal for the super chat. At least we know CJ is clutch with the last drive. Yeah, I mean that was very impressive. Like I said, that was very impressive. That was very encouraging, especially going forward. Okay, we know he got that clutch in. We seen it last year against Georgia in that same building. Ironically, in the was it not the national championship game, in the college playoff? Was it the quarterfinals? What they call it? Right before when they played against Georgia, how he's able at the game should have been game winning drive, got his team in the field goal range, was clutch, got his team in the field goal range, and his kicker missed the field goal. We seen with him able to get in and throw a dart. That was an absolute dart down the seam, down the middle to Dalton Short's touchdown. I thought we won the game. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna fake it. I thought the game was over. I thought I said, hey, because his defense has been holding. I know it fell apart for the two previous drives, but the defense itself has been holding. It has been holding. It's been holding, and I think that was third down too. It was third down, and he dropped back in the pocket and threw a dart, scored what should have been the game with a touchdown. Kind of similar to Deshaun Watson again. Nah, not really, because it was less time with Deshaun Watson versus the Saints on Monday night. but able to make a play, and you just need your defense to hold, and your defense didn't hold. And again, yes, I fault the defense for that drive. More so, I've more so fault the play calling more so than anything, because I feel like they just allowed the Falcons to walk down the field, and you made Desmond Ritter look like you made Desmond Ritter look like a franchise quarterback. Like, that was his first ever career 300-yard game. Desmond Ritter, in my opinion, is not a good quarterback. I'm sorry. Even watching today's game, like even watching the game, I think he was like 65, like 67, 70% completion percentage today too. Like, even watching today's game, I wasn't impressed by Desmond Ritter. I wasn't impressed by Desmond Ritter. I wasn't. Oh man, hey, the Falcons got something over there. Hey, they improved. I'm not impressed by him. I still feel like the Texans still had the quarterback advantage. Like I said earlier, they still have the quarterback advantage. Now, just because you have the quarterback advantage, don't mean you're gonna win. Because if that's the case, the Texans would never win football games before we ever had Deshaun Watson. But I still believe that you had the quarterback advantage. uh I still believe that Desmond Ritter is not all that polished as a quarterback and all that good as a quarterback. Um, even saying that, even saying that, the Texans made him look like that. The Texans made him look damn good. They just did. The Texans made him look good. They absolutely did. They put the foot. They allowed him to be able to throw the football accurately. And then, like I said, because you didn't have one of your starting corners in Darius Stingley, you didn't have your backup corner in Shaq Griffin. They were able to go to the opposite side and able to throw the football. Throw the football. You weren't really able to get pressure on him. And speaking of that, we talked about Williams, and now we might need to start, because it was some plays. There was some times that Williams was there and didn't make the play. Because it was one, I think it was third down, when Desmond Ritter scrambled out the pocket. He ran right past Will Anderson, and Will Anderson took a bad angle and missed him, and he was able to make the completion. Like, come on. Like, come on, Willie. We jumped up to get you the number 3 selection. We jumped up at the number 3 selection to draft you. We need you to make that play. I know I say, hey, talk about, hey, you've been getting double teamed on Stand Football. You've been getting double teamed. That's the reason why Gennard was making plays, because you were getting double teamed and things like that. But when the plays or the opportunities are there, I need you to pounce on them. I do. I do. And that's the situation that you need to. If I'm not mistaken, I think they scored on that drive. I think it's one of the drives that they scored on. So you got to make a play, bro. You got to. You absolutely got to. You got to. Proud of the defense for getting a couple forced fumbles. The offense wasn't able to cash in. That's back on the offense. And then, like I said, today was, I wouldn't say, I think week 1 was Bobby Slowick's worst play calling game, but I do think that today's game was CJ's. Out of his 5 starts, today was the roughest of them. Which actually saying that he's actually doing very well if today was the roughest, because today was rough. But it wasn't too bad, because he didn't turn the ball over, because in both the first 2 games he actually turned the football over, and then the first game he didn't even get a touchdown, but and the offense didn't score a touchdown. But I do think today was a little bit more rougher, a little bit more clunkier. He was a little bit under duress, more so than he has been for the last couple of weeks. Uh, um, Able to move out of the pocket and stuff like that, but still just wasn't there. And then some of his throws were near misses. Like near misses. I mean, they should have been interceptions. He had 2, maybe 3 that should have got intercepted, and he was fortunate that they didn't get interceptions. So with the turnover worthy plays that they be talking about, that I know Skip likes to holler about a lot, like that type of thing, like, was almost there. It was almost there, and you almost got there. You did. You did. I like Pierce, but he's not a feature back. And at this point, it's looking like it. Pierce lost the aggression. I don't know if it's that he lost aggression. I just think that maybe Damian Pierce ain't it. He's not the right back for this system. That's really what it is. He's not the right back for this system. He's not. The system doesn't fit him. He's not the right running back for this system. He's not. He's just not. Peach needs to wrap up and stop it. Yeah, I agree with that. I agree with that. It's not all Peach's fault though. CJ Shaw handoffs are kind of slow as well. Um, like I don't really have a problem with CJ's handoffs. I mean, again, they not Matt Schaub level, but I think they still a little bit better than Deshaun's. Uh, yeah, we definitely need him like I said, we need to either find a running back that fits this offense, or we need to, I don't know, maybe run a different type of scheme, or like cause it's not fitting. Like the running, like his running style and this scheme does not fit each other. They don't. It really don't. Like his running style does not fit the scheme. It really don't. It just don't. It's, Pierce doesn't have the special effects. Pierce is good. Yeah, Desmond Ridder did have all day to throw. That's what I'm saying. We did not put pressure on him. That's what I'm saying. We did not put pressure on him at all. Like we did not put enough pressure on him to make him hurry up his throws or anything like that. Disrupt his timing. We didn't do any of that. What I thought that we'd be able to do, we did not do any of that. We didn't disrupt his timing. We didn't disrupt his throws or any of those type of things. We didn't do any of that. Defense generally played okay, but we couldn't control the clock. Yeah, that's why I specifically agree with that. I do agree with that. For the most part, the defense played as well as they could play. Again, you did allow him to get some you allowed him to get some yards at the end and some points at the end that basically you coughed up the game. But you got turnovers early. You held them out of the end zone early. You got turnovers early. You held them out the end zone early, but your offense wasn't able to cash in. That's why I feel like it's more so on the offense. I do. I feel like this is more so an offensive issue. It's more so their issue because they didn't hold up their side. They didn't hold up they side of the bargain. They didn't. Yeah, you'll be lying if you said that they did, because they did. They didn't hold up their end of the bargain. They didn't. They absolutely didn't. What they did was go out there and put field goals on the board. They basically did the bare minimum. From an offensive standpoint, offensively, they did the bare minimum today. In the NFL, the bare minimum is not going to get you a victory. It's not. It's not. Because as long as you keep doing that and you keep letting the team hang and linger around, all it takes is one play. All it takes is one mistake. All it takes is that one little catch behind the back from Bijan. All it takes is that one the one little catch behind the back from Bijan to score a touchdown, and that completely changes the dynamic of the game. It did. Offense didn't do anything. Defense forced 2 turnovers, and we got exactly. That's what I'm saying. All we got is 3. We got 2 back, and not just forced 2 turnovers. We got them on back-to-back drives. One was in our red zone. Back-to-back drives. You was able to force some turnovers and wasn't able to cash in, bruh. You wasn't able to cash in. You got to be able to cash in. I said that, the preseason. The same thing during the preseason when the same thing during the preseason when Wichita got that pick 6. Well, not pick 6, but got that pick. You wasn't able to cash in. You got that pick and you wasn't able to cash in the preseason game. You got to do that. You got to do it. Slowick has to do better play calling. Yes, he do. And I know. I know he had. From what I've seen for the last 2 weeks, I can see it. I can see. Okay, you on the right track. I want to see a little bit more. Like I said, give him to the bye week. So he got one more. We got one more opportunity into the bye week until I give my complete assessment on his play calling. Because again, his play calling wasn't horrible today, but I will say this. he definitely needs to do better situational. When it comes to situational football and situational football and situational play calling, he gotta do better with that. He do. He gotta do better with situational play calling. He do. Situational play calling, he gotta do better. He gotta do better because I don't know if he really be. I wonder if he really understands the moment. Because again, like I said, I seen it in the preseason game, I seen in the preseason game against the Dolphins when Pyramid gets the pick. Pyramid gets the pick. You get in the red zone. That play calling was all funky and clunky and things like that. And what do we say? It's the preseason. He trying to be vanilla. He don't want to give up too much. That's what we were saying. All those different type of things. We were saying all those different type of things. Give him the benefit of the doubt. Me personally, I wasn't giving him that benefit of the doubt. I'm like, come on, man, you guys score points. So red zone, and also situational football. And I guess you can kind of tie red zone into situational football. You gotta understand exactly what you're doing. You get big play. Your defense forces a turnover, causes a big play. You on the opposite end need to give that reaction and give another big play going the other way. Call a play downfield, whatever, a fake downfield, whatever. Call a play to get some chunk yards to try to cash in and score. You go into halftime, same thing. Try to cash in and score. Also, same thing with the red zone. When you get in the red zone, I need you to be more creative, more innovative, and maybe get in the end zone. Now, again, last week, when we had to score 5 times and score 1 touchdown on the opening drive last week, you showed that you had, okay, we got some things in the red zone repertoire. Where is those things at today? Where was that? Where was the little shuffle pass to Damian Pierce? Because the offense drove down the field on the first drive of the game. After you stop the Falcons, win the 3 now, I don't think it was. But after you stop the Falcons early, you get the football back. You drive down the field, just doom. I'm like, okay, offensively we rolling. We get to the red zone, stall him out, Debo. We got stalled out. You kick the field goal. I'm like, we got to cash that in. But I'm still like, all right, cool. It's encouraging. It's early on in the game. I feel like, okay, this is really just how the game go. We was able to go through the defense, and that really was the whole game. That was a microcosm of what the game ended up being, was just doing that. Absolutely that. You kick 4 field goals. Like I said, Kaimi was the best player in today's game. He was. Kaimi was the best player in today's game. Wise jinxes, bro. I ain't gonna do it. I ain't gonna do that to my boy Wise. I'm not gonna do that because I'm not gonna do that to my boy Wise. I ain't gonna do that to him. I ain't gonna do that to him. Even though he did say the words that we not supposed to say. He said, so it's not. He did say the words that's not supposed to be uttered. He said them words that we not supposed to say. And if you in the Discord, you know what word that we are not supposed to say. And he said it, and then doubled down on it. Oh man. Do you think Carter would have been a better pick than Will? No. I mean, don't get me wrong. Jalen Carter is out there playing extremely well, and don't get me wrong. Jalen Carter is out there playing extremely well. But no, I'm not gonna say that. I'm not gonna say that. It's too early. It's too early. We only 5 games in. It's too early. It's not like if you want to say now how Panther fans are probably feeling between Bryce and CJ, that's a little bit different because it's a big discrepancy. Like Bryce looks lost out there when he plays. Now again, I don't know what happened in today's game. I know Detroit was up big last time I see, so I don't know exactly how he played. But like Bryce doesn't look like Bryce looks lost when he's out there and playing. CJ, forget what you think, forget about his stats or anything like that. CJ at least looks like he belongs in the NFL. Like, not to mention how he's playing, how well and dominant he's playing, breaking the record for the most completions, most pass attempts without throwing interceptions. You 5 games in, you ain't throwing an interception. You throw a touchdown in every game except the first game. You're able to move the football. You're on pace to throw for 5,000 yards. Your efficiency, the way you move in the pocket, the way you command the game and control the game, and things like that. You look like you belong, and then your numbers are backing that up. When Bryce has none of that, so I would. And again, people still might say it's still too early about Bryce and CJ. But if you have that opinion about Bryce or CJ, I don't blame you for that. I don't blame you. I don't blame you for that because of what. I don't blame you for that because of what is going on the field. And speaking of that, right now I'm in North Carolina. I'm not in Charlotte. Probably like 3 hours away from Charlotte. But I'm in North Carolina. And the other day I had called an Uber to go get something to eat. And the Uber asked me, where was I from? Told him I was from Texas. He made a joke about the Cowboys. He's a Cowboy fan, and I'm like, no, I'm not a Cowboy fan. I'm a Texas fan. He like, oh, hey, y'all got y'all a quarterback now. He said, y'all got y'all a quarterback now. He said, that's the reason why all these people in Carolina are mad right now, because they took the wrong person. They took the wrong person. That's the reason why they mad right now. Because they took the wrong person. Like that's why they mad right now. They took the boy. I knew the strap was gonna be good when I seen him in college. I mean, he looked like a quarterback. He able to stay in that pocket and throw the football. I just all these things. He talking about like they are like mad out here in Carolina. Like, wow, it really is. Then I go to the spot to go get me something to eat, and I got on this Texan hoodie, and they like, Houston, Texas, huh? Good job. So even out here, like even out here, like the Panther fans and people in Carolina are showing love, knowing that they fouled up and they messed up, and that the Texans potentially got it right when it comes to C.J. Stroud. So they even out here saying that, and again. They have more reason to than for us to be like talking about like Jalen Carter. Now who knows? Jalen Carter could end up being the best defender in this draft. I'm not saying that Jalen Carter could end up being the best player in this draft defensively. What's his name? Gonzalez. I know he hurt right now. When he come back, he could end up being the best player in this class. It might not even be Will Anderson. Who knows? I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is I think it's too early because even though Jalen Carter is having a good season, Will Anderson is not having a bad season. And he's doing a lot. Like I said, he's being double teamed, he's being triple teamed, he set the edge properly. His leadership on the field, his leadership in the locker room, when you got your head coach saying, hey, point to your rookie and be like, hey, this is who y'all need to practice like. Y'all need to practice more like him. Like y'all see how Will Anderson practicing? Y'all need to practice more like him. So he has other effects on and off the field, not like so also in sacks and tackle for loss and stuff like that. He's making impact plays. He's showing his effects in the game and just wrecking the game and putting himself in position. So I'm not gonna say that. I'm not gonna say that. Like I say, and who knows? Jalen Carter could end up being the better player eventually, but that does not mean that just because he could be the better player eventually does not mean just because he could be a better player eventually, it does not mean that that it was a bad decision, because a lot of things go into that. Just need to work on angles and hit tackles. Yeah, we do need to work. We do definitely need to we do need to work on tackle angles. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know, because like when Tang had caught that pass, he kind of hit his head. I don't know if it was an issue with his neck, if it was a concussion, his back. I don't know exactly what it was. It was a concussion. I kind of thought it was because the way his head hit, the way his head hit that ground. Like it kind of looked like he got concussed a little bit. So obviously he's going to go through the protocol before he could be deemed ready for next week against the Saints. We definitely need him against the Saints, but if he's not able to go, we should see Mo Hutchinson. and who knows if Hutchinson will be able to show exactly what he got, and show exactly what he can do in this offense. But we definitely need to find a way. And to be honest, I would like to see Hutchinson anyway because, again, in the red zone, well, Hudson was like 6'4", I think Hudson like 6'4" himself, 6'3", 6'4", something like that. Like in the red zone, big tall targets, able to put points on the board. Something that we not like, something that they're not doing. Yeah, I know. That's why I keep turning. That's why I keep looking, because I'm looking at that. I'm looking at that score. The game is on beside me. I'm looking at the score. Like, but yeah, yeah. I know Hudson, but I think Hudson could be more so of a strictly like third down possession receiver, like good solid hands. Coming out at Iowa State. At Iowa State, good solid hands. He was known for like, outside that one drop he had against Texas that cost him that game against Texas last year. Outside that, he was like, very secure with the hands, very clutch with the hands. I would like to see him in the red zone. I would like to see a little bit more better packaging and better play calling in the red zone. I think, like I say, when it comes to the game today, that's what I'm leaning towards. Like I said, the offense didn't do enough. It didn't put enough points. They did not put enough points on the board and cashed in when the defense gave them opportunities for them to win games, for them to win this game. We need to find a way to run the ball better. Yeah, we do. I don't know if that's running more Singletary than Dameon Pierce, if that's changing the running way, the cutback lanes, because it seems like that Dameon Pierce cannot find the cutback lanes. He cannot. And I would think that this offense would be good for him because, as he can plant his foot in the dirt, hit that cut and go. But obviously he can't. Find Arian Foster. Maybe Arian Foster can help him. I don't know how much Arian Foster would want to be. And I'm not saying hire him as a coach and anything like that. I'm just saying help somebody help him with his feet work or something to understand where to find those cutback lanes, because he's not doing it. He's not finding it at a good, crisp spot. He's not. He's definitely not. We need to make some trades. I doubt we made trades, bro. I definitely doubt that we made trades, because Nick Caserio is not keen for making trades, and to be honest, I really don't trust him making trades either. I don't. I mean, the only trades he makes is trades in the draft, the trade picks, either trade up or trade back. Like, I don't like his player for player trade or giving assets up to get a player. Like, I don't know. I don't know. I don't really trust him, honestly. I don't. I don't trust him from that. I don't trust him for that. With that. This was a great game, huh? Oh, okay. I just see your picture. You a Falcons fan? Okay, I'm about to say this was a great game. I said you had to be a Falcons fan for it to be a great game. And hey, and for y'all, like I said, for y'all, for the Falcons, this was a stepping stone for them. As far as for the Falcons, it was. For the Falcons, this is definitely something for them to build upon. Now with a 3-2, above 500, they're right there in the thick of the race to win for the division. Just like the Texans. I mean, the Texans they're just a game back. They still got 2 games against the Titans. They still got to get their revenge game against the Colts. It's on the grand scheme of things, because we our next 3 opponents are all NFC opponents. Like, these are NFC teams. So, like, as far as like conferences and playoffs implications, outside of the complete record, like you having a better record than somebody or a worse record than somebody, that's the only way these games really hurt you, because they're not divisional games, they're not conference games. So when it goes to tiebreakers, like, it doesn't, these games don't help or hurt you because they're conference games. I mean, they're non-conference games. Like, the playoffs is going to be like who got a better AFC record. Division wise is who got a better division record and things of that nature. So because of that, that in that regard, it doesn't hurt you as much. But what it does hurt you as is, like I said, it's just a complete record. Like, the difference between being 10-7, the 9-8 type situation, or 10-7, 11-5 type situation. It hurts you in that regard. But other than that, it doesn't. So it is what it is. But yeah, I mean, for the Falcons, I mean, again, I'm still not a fan of Desmond Ritter. And if I was the Falcons, I would think y'all would be leaning on the quarterback. But I know if y'all can get to the playoffs, y'all would prefer to get into the playoffs. But I'll be trying to find a way, to get a Caleb Williams or Shedeur Sanders or Drake. Is it Drake May? Yeah, Drake May, or Quinn Ewers, Michael Penix. I'm not really big on Bo Nix either. Like, I'm not really like I'm really not that like that. Like, Bo Nix been playing college football for 30 years, and I know same thing with Michael Penix Jr. I know he been football. I think he was like in Indiana, but like Bo Nix was garbage at Auburn. Like, he got benched at Auburn. I think he got benched at Auburn twice. Like, Bo Nix was not good at Auburn at all. Like, he wasn't good at Auburn, and then goes to Oregon in that wide open system. I guess it's kind of similar to Jalen Hurts. I guess it's kind of similar to Jalen Hurts. The difference is, though, Jalen Hurts is able to win a national. Jalen Hurts is able to go to a national championship game. Well, actually, Jalen Hurts was able to go to 2 national championship games at Alabama. Able to win one as a starter and lose, and then he got his job taken as a backup. He got his job taken the second go round, and then the next year he ended up being a backup. But then he ended up I think didn't they end up winning that year? Because I think he came back and won the game for them, if I'm not mistaken. But then he also played well at Oklahoma his last year before he ended up going to the NFL. So maybe you can catch the same thing with Bo Nix, Michael Penix. I think really, obviously, Caleb Williams is obviously Caleb Williams is the cream of the crop when it comes to the quarterbacks coming out of this draft. I haven't really watched Drake May, so I really had no opinion on Drake May. I've seen some things out of Quinn Ewers. I think he's okay, but I really don't know. I really like Shedeur, but I don't think Shedeur will, or should come out this season. I think Shedeur needs to stay another year and play another year of Power 5 conference football before he's ready for the NFL. I don't think he's quite ready yet. I like him a lot. I think he has a lot of CJ in him. I think he definitely can play the same type of style that CJ plays, but I think he needs a little bit more polishing as far as like playing at a more high competition level than playing majority of his career at HBCU, things like that. So, but yeah, but if I was the Falcons, that's what I'll be leaning towards. Honestly, if I was the Atlanta Falcon, that's what I'll be leaning towards. I'll be trying to get a quarterback. But again, I know y'all just trying to get in the dance. If y'all can get in the dance and see and make some shake, y'all make some shake. If y'all can get in and see what's up, y'all can get in, y'all can see what's up. And I know that's what y'all probably would try to do. I don't blame y'all for trying to do it, because I'll do it too. Ain't no shame in that. But especially when the last time y'all been to the playoffs, was it the Super Bowl? Like I'm not even saying that to be funny. I think the last time the Falcons had made the playoffs was when they lost the Super Bowl to the Patriots. So you just want to get back into the playoffs. You just want playoff football. So I definitely agree. I definitely agree with y'all with that. But today y'all probably feel good about this. Really, y'all probably like what y'all seeing out of him, and thank the Texan defense for allowing him to look like that. Thank the Texans for doing that, because that's what the Texans do. They make bad or mediocre people look like Hall of Famers. Like, we make them look like Hall of Famers. That's what the Texans do. Like that, and the Texans have been doing that for the last 23 years. However long we've been in the franchise, 22, 23 years, however long it's been. Like, we've been doing that since then. Like, we've made mediocre players, I'm not just quarterback, but mediocre players look good and had their career game against us. Like the Desmond Ritter's first ever 300-yard game was today against the Texans, like my boy Wise would call it. Yeah, jumping like I said, like they couldn't get a catch and they couldn't get a beat on Desmond Ritter's cadence. Like, I ain't gonna lie, that is a weapon. If you can constantly get the opposing defense to jump off sides and give you 5 yards here, and then especially on crucial down and distances, shorten the down and distance, or basically get you a whole new set of downs. Like, that's very key. That's a very key spot for the offense. Very key spot for the offense. Like, very key spot for the offense. Like, that's very key. So they can constantly, if they constantly do stuff like that and constantly make moves like that, you could definitely see improvement on your offense. What do you think about Watson sitting out last week when he was cleared to play last week? To be honest about the whole Watson thing, if Watson was cleared to play and chose not to play, I got questions. I do, because we gave you this fully guaranteed contract. You have the most guarantees in the NFL still, even after everybody keep getting paid. You still got the most guaranteed money, fully guaranteed, mind you. If I'm not mistaken, I think he still has his no trade clause, and you sit out because you choose to. Like, you already missed a season and a half, and let's be honest, that 2021 season you sat out. Don't he would have been suspended, or the Texans didn't want him to play. Nah, like Cuz got passed to go home, but it's because he made it clear that he didn't want to play for the Texans no more. So he sat out. That was on him to sit out. If he would have came to training camp, suited and booted, like, you know what, hey, I still want to trade, but I'm here. Let's play. But I still want out. Oh wow, hey, y'all work out this trade. I'ma still play some games. I'm still play some games. One, I feel like his suspension would have already been. He would have got suspended right then and there. And then he would got suspended right then and there, for one. For two, like I say, he would have got suspended right then and there, for one. For two, I think that he would have played, and he would play. So you already showed this dynamic that you sit out when you want to. You ask for trades. You sat out a whole season because you didn't want to play for the Texans no more. Now you sitting out games. Like I said this when all this was first going down. What happened to the guy who gave half his check, or gave his check, to the 3 cafeteria workers after Hurricane Harvey? If I'm a Cleveland Brown fan, I'm wondering, where's the guy who took a bus ride? Who took a bus ride to Jacksonville because he had collapsed lung and couldn't go on a flight to play a football game? Who's the guy? Where's the guy that got kicked in the eye and couldn't see and threw a touchdown against the Raiders? Where's the guy that back in Clemson tore his ACL but still played in the bowl game? Like, where's that guy? Because now this guy actually got his money. Because all those guys didn't have their money. The guy who tore his ACL played didn't have nothing. It wasn't even, they didn't have they didn't even have was it NILs back then. They had NILs back then, and then the guy who had collapsed lung and the guy who got kicked out was still playing on a rookie contract. That was before his contract extension he got in Houston that he played under in 2020. Then the negotiation to his contract that the Cleveland Browns gave him to get traded. That's what I'm wondering. I'm wondering, where's that guy? That's what I'm wondering. Where's that guy? Where's that guy? I think Stefanski's going to end up getting fired. Because I think it's going to end. Think it's going to end bad this season, which is good for the Texans because that gives the Texans. I believe the Texans will have a top 15 pick. It might be pick 15, but I personally believe the Texans will have a top 15 pick. I don't know if it's going to be top. I doubt it's going to be top 5. I don't think it's going to be top 8. So I'm thinking anywhere between 9 and 10, and then obviously 11 through 15. I think Texans going to have a top 15 pick. Like I said, anywhere between 9 and 15 is why I think the Texans pick is going to fall from the Cleveland Browns. So him not showing up to games and doing all that type of stuff, I definitely believe that's a benefit for the Houston Texans. I definitely believe that's a benefit for these Texans. And shout out to Patrick for the super sticker, man. Definitely appreciate that. Shout out, man. I love to give y'all the content too. I love to give y'all the content too. Definitely appreciate the super chat love. Hey, well now I'm like, hey, somebody send 60 cents so we can get up to $40. Somebody super chat 60 cents so we can get the $40. Make it an even 40. Nobody, anybody, somebody, anybody. Like, come on, let's get the super chat up to an even 40. Anybody? Just some change. Now all you gotta do is a little sprinkle of change, dab a little change, throw some change on it. Anybody got no change? Anybody got 5 on it? But nah. Like I said though, and all, like I said, in today's game, it wasn't flat, but it wasn't. I ain't gonna say the effort was flat, but I expected more out of the offense. The defense played well for the most part of the game. It just led up at the end, but the defense played well, but it led up at the end. The offense just could never get out of first gear. Like it could even when they scored the touchdown, they never really got out of first gear. Like they were stuck in first gear all game long. All game long, they were stuck in first gear. The entire game. Then the entire game, they were stuck in first gear throughout the whole entire game. Hey, shout out Mr. Smith for the super chat, the super chat sticker, man. Thank you. We got up to 40. Yay! Yeah, we got up to 40. We got up to 40. Hey. Nah, we quit. I'm too after a loss. But no, like I say, the offense never got out of gear, and that's something they have to correct. They have to correct that. They got to correct the offense. They got to correct that offense not getting out first gear. And the thing is, the offense was the driving point. That's what we've been talking about for the past couple of weeks. That's what we've been talking about. Oh man, the offense putting up 30 points. You just put up 37 and 30 points back to back, scoring touchdowns. Boom, boom. I mean, You got Damian Pierce running in touchdowns. You throwing touchdowns to Tank. You throwing touchdowns to Nico. You throwing touchdowns. The running back is you throwing swing pass to the running back, and the running back is throwing touchdowns. Like we scoring multiple touchdowns. We got kickoff returns for touchdowns. Like we putting up points. Except today, when we really needed it. Offense couldn't get out of first gear. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know, Swisher. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know, bro. I don't know. But hey, appreciate everybody that came through. Appreciate everybody who liked the stream. Appreciate everybody who sent the super chat love. Definitely appreciate all the super chat love. Definitely appreciate that. Appreciate everybody that came through here. Y'all was in here deep after the game. I know y'all was in here deep after the game. I know. I appreciate that. Appreciate everybody who liked the stream. Everybody like the channel. Make sure you like the channel. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. If you're not subscribed to the channel, if you're new to the channel, make sure you hit the subscribe button. We own the race to 6,000 subscribers. So I need y'all to tell a friend, to tell a friend, tell a friend, tell a whole nother friend, and put them on game with the channel if you haven't already. And also, if you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button so we can get to 6,000 subscribers. Definitely appreciate that. Now, I know y'all been seeing Saw Sports. We did the pregame show this morning. We've been going live every day throughout the week, Monday through Friday. You already know how it is. So that ain't changing. Every day, 6 o'clock Central, we going live. And I know how to do. I ain't get a chance to do it this past Friday because I had some things to do. That's why I wasn't even on Saw Sports, because I was in the middle of working, so I couldn't get a chance to jump into the live stream for that channel. So we doing the live stream every week, Monday through Friday. And y'all know me, on Fridays after the Sauce live stream, I do a Q&A live right here on YouTube, baby. Live right here. So make sure y'all get y'all questions for the week. We doing a live Q&A on Friday night, probably around like 7:30, 8ish, somewhere around there, because it's gonna be after the Sauce stream. So make sure y'all watch Saw Sports all week, and then on Friday after the Sauce stream, cut a little bit of time out of your day and come kick it with your boy and ask your boy some questions. Make sure y'all get them questions ready. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know how we do it. You ask the question, I answer, and they guarantee your question get answered. You might have to hit that super chat. You might have to, light the screen up a little bit, because that way it pops up immediately. Because sometimes I be reading and it's going down, it's going fast, but them super chats stop for me, and they big bold letters and the colors, and it stop for me. So hey, so if you want to guarantee the question be asked, make sure you hit the super chat. But Q&A on Fridays. Like I said, I didn't get a chance to do it this past Friday. My apologies. I'll be ready for Friday. And you already know how it's gonna go. You're gonna see some shorts. You're probably gonna see some pre-recorded videos be dropped throughout the week. I already know how the content come. I try to give y'all content every day, every other day, the best as I can, best of my ability to give y'all as much content as I possibly can. Because hey, the more y'all interact, the more y'all do those type of things, the more content I love to give. I love to get the content. I love to give it. I love to give the live streams, the pre-recorded videos, and the shorts, and I love that y'all like watching it too. So make sure y'all comment. Let me know what y'all like. Let me say that this dude's an idiot. I don't understand why y'all listen to him. He don't know nothing that he talking about. He sounds like a complete idiot. If that's how you feel, that's how you feel. You can tell me that. I ain't tripping. Like, if that's how you feel, that's how you feel. I am not tripping. I ain't tripping. But let me know that. Comment, like, share, subscribe. Make sure you check out Saw Sports. And make sure you check me out on Friday. Live Q&A on Friday and throughout the week. Like, share, subscribe, comment below, click that bell, get more videos. I'll holler, baby.